Transparency is trust. Share information to build stronger teams. What works well? Es bueno. Transparency is the bedrock of trust, especially during uncertain times or organizational change. When leaders share clear, honest information, it doesn't just reduce confusion, it aligns the entire team with the mission and cultivates a sense of security. Being upfront, even about difficult truths, reinforces the idea that everyone is valued and in this together. Transparency keeps the team focused, alleviates unnecessary stress, and promotes a culture where open communication thrives. Real world experience. Transparency wasn't always a leadership principle I lived by. I learned it through experience, often the hard way. One time, I was gunning for a leadership position that seemed tailor made for me. I poured all my energy into it, only to discover from a casual office conversation that the decision had already been made weeks prior, and I wasn't even considered. Leadership didn't feel the need to explain their decision or even notify me properly. That experience didn't just sting, it left me feeling invisible and expendable. I began to wonder what else I wasn't being told, and that uncertainty ate away at my motivation and trust in the organization. Then there was the time a manager deliberately withheld critical information about a major shift in our goals. We were all operating on assumptions that were no longer valid, resulting in wasted effort, rework, and worse, an erosion of trust within the team. How could we be expected to succeed when the rules kept changing without warning? This lack of clarity created a chaotic atmosphere where we were constantly second guessing our decisions. It was demoralizing and made it hard to work cohesively as a team. But the most profound example of the dangers of secrecy came during a crisis at one organization. We were on the brink of a major issue, and instead of informing the team and preparing us, leadership chose to withhold key details. The result was total confusion, panic, and a breakdown in operations. It was like being blindfolded and told to run, an impossible task that only deepened our anxiety and resentment. We needed information. Without transparency, we were set up to fail. These experiences drove home the importance of transparency for me. In my leadership, I make it a point to share as much information as possible, even when the news is tough. I found that when people are informed, they are more equipped to face challenges head on, and trust within the team strengthens. Transparency isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest, and that honesty is what builds real resilience. It's about letting your true colors show, because authenticity is what teams need most to feel secure and aligned. What does not work so well? No bueno. Keeping employees in the dark creates disengagement and a toxic environment where mistrust breeds. I've been in situations where leaders hoarded information, and it didn't just erode trust, it dismantled morale. When you're left guessing what's happening or why decisions are being made, you feel like a cog in the machine instead of a valued contributor. Over time, that leads to disengagement, low productivity, and a team that's out of sync. People stop caring when they feel like their leaders are hiding things from them. Transparency is about fostering trust and engagement by treating everyone as an essential part of the process. When leaders are clear and communicative, teams respond with loyalty, dedication, and a willingness to push through even the toughest challenges. Transparent leadership is essential for a thriving, resilient team. When we share the good, the bad, and everything in between, we create an environment where trust flourishes and people feel empowered to contribute. Transparency isn't about perfection, it's about connection. And through that connection, teams can achieve more together. Let your true colors shine, because transparency allows everyone to show up as their authentic selves, which is the foundation for building a trusting, unified team. True Colors by Cyndi Lauper captures the essence of transparency and authenticity. The song reminds us that showing our true selves, even in challenging times, strengthens bonds and builds trust. Transparent leadership is about being honest, even when the truth is difficult, allowing people to feel valued and understood. Just like the lyrics say, I see your true colors shining through, transparency lets everyone's true colors emerge and contribute to the team's success. This concludes Chapter 25. Please proceed to Chapter 26. Continuous learning as a core value. Fuel growth beyond training.